Hi guys, back with another video. As you can tell by the title, we are going to do the February flip through of my planners. So I have them all here. I did ask last time if you wanted to see my work planner as well, so I do have that. So going forward, if I touched it during the month, then I'm going to talk about it. If I touched it, I'll talk about it. Which this is my lineup here, so I don't see it changing too much. The only way it would change is if I switch to an A6 rings, which as of right now, I'm very content with these planners. So these are my 4 planners that I have touched for the month of February. So let's jump in. I'm gonna kind of go boring to more exciting in my eyes, and we're gonna start off with this pocket planner. So this is my only need it when I need it planner. This has pre-planning inserts as well as notes pages, lists, and I think passwords are in here as well. And I call it the only need it when I need it because I literally only use it when I need it. And most of it is my pre-planning section. So let me quickly jump to February. Here we have February. So the inserts that I use in this planner are from Dear Paper Plans. It's a printable shop. I use a week on one page. Anyways, I just needed something simple to jot down whatever I have going on for the week before I put it into my journey planner, as well as planning anything in the future. So it stays very simple. As you can see, this is the beginning of February. Didn't really fill out that spread too much. This one is what it would more or less look like when I fill out before planning. And then we go into some empty weeks. I don't know what happened this week. I don't know if I had a headache. I don't know if I was just winging it, but yeah, so I kind of only use this when I really want to jot things down. And yeah, I really need to use it more because sometimes I forget things, so I need to use that one more. All right, let's get into the work planner. I use not a journey planner. Oh my goodness. Take a note. Oh, I couldn't not think of that. So I use a take a note for my work planner. It's only to-do lists really. So I actually have 2 to-do list planners, but I keep work and personal things separate. I love this planner. This is my 2nd year using this one. Flipping to the monthly spread, I keep it very simple. I don't decorate it. I don't do anything. All I do is on Sunday, I will write down what I'm releasing. In this column here, I write down what art I'm going to be using, clip art, and I write down $2 Tuesday plans, and that's it. I just write in here with pencil in case anything changes, even though I just end up crossing it out instead of erasing it. But yeah, I keep it super simple. So this is what February looks like. Moving on to my weekly spreads, again, this is just a to-do list planner, so I keep it, again, very simple. I'm going to turn to the ending of January because it does go into February. So what I do is I pick a sticker theme for the week. I just look at my stash and find something that I want to use. I will choose some type of marker or highlighter for the week that matches the stickers to make my headers each day. This is what I do every single week, and then I simply write my to-do list for the day and cross it off. So this week I did end up using stickers from a little tiny sticker book that I got off of Temu or Shein, and use some highlighter to make a little background, which looking at this now, I think I want to do this once again because I think it looks really cute. Did my headers. I believe this is a Right Tech retractable highlighter just by looking at it, and I just write my to-do list for the day. Very simple. It's just what I need for work, and then these stickers motivate me more because then it'll make me want to look at it because it looks nice and cute. Moving on to the first full week of February, I used stickers. I believe this is January 2024 limited edition kit. This was the deco sticker sheet on clear paper. And yeah, that's how this week turned out. I think this might have been another Right Tech highlighter that I used for the background. I need to do this heading more and get some more practice. This is my go-to high school lettering, and I want to get back into that lettering. But here is the second half of the week. I do like how this week turned out. I think I like the header, so definitely going to be using that one again. This is Valentine's Day week, and I believe this week is pretty empty. I used the Queen of Hearts deco sticker sheet in the clear matte and just sprinkled it all over. I do know this is a Crayola super tip that I used for the headers. I also try to change up the font that I use for each week. Yes, this is an empty week. I think I wasn't feeling well. That's why it says take it easy Thursday. And I was kind of ahead for work, I would say. Friday was just very busy doing home things. That's why there's no to-do list. And then we were at Aulani for the weekend. Usually I write it a lot bigger, so I don't know why I wrote it so small, but that's how this week ended up turning out. Moving forward, I don't think I jumped in here until Wednesday because we were still at Aulani, and I think I wasn't feeling too well this day, but I did decorate with some Planner Monkey Co. deco stickers right along the top. Didn't choose a marker for this week, I think because I was starting later in the week and just decided to do my headers with the pen that I was using for the week. And yeah, I don't know what happened to Sunday, but apparently Sunday is blank also. All right, moving into the last week of February, I used some washi tape from my stash, and this is the Kauai deco. It was a $2 sheet. I've been doing these like Kauai sheets in different themes, and I used it this week. It was so cute. It was a coffee theme, and I just sprinkled them wherever. My highlighter that I used this week was a Zayar highlighter. I can tell because it looks a little bit more inky. And then I did choose to use brown gel ink for this week, which I believe this is the first time I changed up from black. So I just had a sneeze attack. Oh my goodness. Hopefully I don't start sniffling now because I don't like sniffling on camera. But anyway, I do really like how this week it turned out. I think because I like the stickers. I think they're really cute. Oh, okay. Migraine all day. Sometimes I will write in why I didn't do anything. I guess this week I decided to do that. I think because I really like this lettering style. So I wanted to make sure it was nice and bold. So migraine all day. I guess I did. Okay, I wrote a to-do list down, but nothing is crossed off, so I don't know if I worked that day. I had a migraine again, so I wrote that, and I don't know what happened on Thursday or Sunday, but this is March already. But I do like this theme so much. I think it's really cute. All right. There's nothing else in my work planner. That's all I really use it for. So putting that off to the side, let's move into the next one, which is my listing planner. I love this thing, and I almost want to say I love it more than my journey planner, but I can't do that because the journey planner just has all of the things in it. But I do absolutely love this little planner. It's actually a notebook. This is a Hobonichi week sized notebook. I got it off of AliExpress. It is covered with a paper bag. If you're 80s or 90s kids, then you know exactly what this is. I did have a brown paper bag on it at first, and I was going to decorate it with stickers, but somebody brought home a Foodland bag, and I was like, nope, I'm going to be using that. I tried my best to center the shaka, but it wasn't working. Like, everything else kind of started looking funny. So it is crooked, but like I mentioned, I covered it because I don't like this notebook pattern. Bought this on AliExpress. It was about $2 to $3. I do know now it's about $5-ish, but still, I love this thing. So jumping in, like I mentioned, it is just a grid notebook, and I use it to do listings. So that's all it looks like, a blank page. I've been using this since December, and so let's flip to February. So as you can see, it's just listing. Can I move just a little bit? There we go. February was the first month I did decide to use like a header to mark February, even though my date stickers are monthed. I don't know how to say that, but they do have the month on them. I've been using these same date stickers from the beginning, and I absolutely love it. I sell them as $2 Tuesday, so I have March tucked in the back because it's currently March as I'm filming this. And yeah, so $2 Tuesdays, they release the first $2 Tuesday of every month. I just released May. But I will say that I am working on sheets to bring to the shop. The sheet will have 2 months, not 2 months. Yeah, 2 months worth. So a full sheet of January will have 2 months worth of dates. That's what I'm trying to say. Different fonts from what I have here because I wanted to keep the focus on these for $2 Tuesday, but I have been getting so many questions about them. So January is releasing very soon. It might or might not be up when this video goes up. Anyways, This is my to-do list planner. I fill it out every single day, whether I write a list or not, because I want to make sure I use all of my date stickers. But think of this as your sidebar where you have your daily to-do list or daily like routine where you want to physically check it off. I just physically write all of the things that I do every day. This is more a little bit in depth than like what a sidebar tracker would be. But I write some of the same things every single day. One, I like to write, and two, I like to check things off, so that's why it's very repetitive. I usually start off with all of the repetitive things first, and then I go into all of the random things that I want to get done for the day. I do pick a very random sticker. None of these stickers have to match on the page. It's just what I'm feeling for the day, and I love the variety every time I flip the page. So here we have February 1st. And I just keep on continuing it down. I don't leave any blank spaces unless it's something like this where my to-do list ends and it really doesn't make sense to put February 5th down here. I will find some random stickers to fill in the blanks. That way I can kind of just start it fresh at the top. So again, very, very repetitive. I love this little section here for some reason so much. It's so simple, but I want to base a whole maybe journaling theme or maybe even a weekly theme around using this sticker flake pack, because I don't know what it is about this section here with the stars. I don't know, it does something to my brain. I love it. Anyways, moving on. So as you can see, very, very random stickers that I pull. Nothing usually makes sense. I just pull whatever I am feeling for the day. And here's what I'm talking about, where I make sure that I use every single date sticker. So even if I don't have a to-do list, I will put in a sticker, the date and the reason why there's no to-do list. So these 2 days we went to Aulani. This day we came home. We have like this after Aulani to-do list that we do, like unpacking, washing everything, washing the mugs, just all of that. So I just put after Aulani because, yeah, that was that. I had a migraine on this day, so again, using the sticker, putting one that matches the day, and just writing migraine so that there's no empty or no missed days. That's what I should say. And again, just continuing on. Let me move that. And yeah, I just love the random stickers that I pull because they're so random and it just makes the page look a little bit more interesting. So here is the end of February. Here's a sneak peek of what March is. I mean, it's nothing special really. It's just me writing things over and over and over again. And that is my to-do list planner. Now let's move into the thing that has all of the things. And I do need to zoom out so we can see the whole thing. One more time. Now I need to focus it. All right, moving into my journey planner. If you're unfamiliar with this planner is very similar to a cousin, just more minimal as far as what the pages look like. There's no extra colors, there's no extra quotes, there's nothing extra. It's just very minimal, and I love that about this planner. So let's jump in. Let's hit every single tab except this first one. This is my tracker page. I love that a monthly tracker is included in here. I don't share what I track on here, but there is a tracker on the first tab. The second tab, I always call it a kid tracker, which always sounds weird, and then I go back and correct myself because I realize how weird that sounds. But this is my kids highlight section, so I just write in here. Wait, I always get confused where the months are, where it starts, because it just continues. So this is technically the meal planner in this planner. It has breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and meal prep. I don't track meals. I do track dinners, so I use the snack section to mark whatever dinner is for the day. And then I just rewrite their names over breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so Jade and Destiny Ryder. And I just write a little blurb about them each day, what they did, if they said something funny, if they did something naughty, if they did something bad. Whatever the case may be, I just write a little blurb about them. I told myself that I wasn't going to beat myself up if I didn't write something about them, but I have been pretty consistent since the beginning of the year. I don't know what's here. I don't know what happened here. I might have had a migraine. I don't know why they don't have anything there, but they don't. But I'm pretty sure every other day has one, and here's where we are currently. But that is it. This section here, I just use a ballpoint pen. My favorite ballpoint pen right now is the blend pen that I get from Jet Pens. So that is that. Moving on to the monthly section, it is currently clipped to March, so let me get to February. All right, February. I do have a February setup on my channel. The thing with my monthly spreads is once I set it up in the beginning of the month, I usually don't add anything else to it. So once it's done in the beginning, I'll come back and I'll reference it, but I won't add anything that comes up later in the month. I will usually just put it in this planner here in like my forward inserts that I have in here. It's very rare, unless it's something really big, that I add it to this spread also. So however this starts in the beginning, that is how it ends up at the end of the month. But I use the Coffee Monsters Co. for that kit. I do have a setup on my channel. Moving into the weekly spreads, let's just go here because this is the beginning of February. I believe I shared this in my January flip through, but I did use the Cozy Home Hobonichi Weeks kit from my shop. This weekly section is, I guess you can look at it as my priorities for the day. And this just has all of the little things for the day. So sometimes things that's in here is repeated in here, but here I just want to make it look pretty and fun, whereas this is just where I can physically check things off, because I don't like to check things off on my pretty stickery page. So I don't know what happened here, didn't fill that out, but this is what the beginning of the month turned out looking like. This is the first full week in February. I do have plan with me's on all of these spreads up on my channel, so if you want to go through the whole week, you can find them there. This is the February, or I'm sorry, I used Happy Planner stickers to decorate the page. I do try to change it up every single week on how I lay out the theme, what I'm using, if I'm using a kit, Hobonichi kit, vertical kit, deco stickers. I try to change it up as much as I can. I love how this week turned out so much. I think it's the colors and the fact that I didn't use a kit. I could just pull from my stash whatever colors I needed. But I do like it because also it's all filled out. I have learned to embrace all of these blank spaces. Old me in my like old and vertical planners, I could never, but I am embracing the blank spaces, and so yeah, there we have that. Here we have a vertical sticker kit. This is from the Coffee Monsters Co. It was her Wonderland inspired kit, or Alice in Wonderland inspired kit, and I love how this week turned out. I don't know if it's because we were going to Aulani, because I also love how this spread turned out and we were going to Aulani, or just the fact that I was using another Disney kit, but it's also a very full week, so that might be a reason why I like it also. But really cute. I love how this spread turned out. I think we were at Aulani here, maybe a migraine here. I don't know what happened, but I do know that I did start planning on this Wednesday. I used some deco stickers across the top from Bare Necessities Stickers, which I do believe is clothes. And all of these stickers I just pulled from my stash, and I pulled colors that matched the deco stickers. So yeah, that is how this week turned out. This week I am absolutely bummed about with all of the blank spaces on this page because I love this kit so much. This is the February 2025 limited edition kit from my shop, so unfortunately it's no longer available, but I just love these colors. I feel like the colors are very random, but they go well together, and I was so looking forward to fully completing this spread, but it didn't happen, and that's okay. I did use a brown gel pen for this week, the first time I used a brown gel pen in my weekly section, and I was just really loving how this spread was turning out. I did end up with a migraine. I guess I was feeling better on Friday, and I have no idea what happened on these 2 days. This is March, but yeah, I'm just so bummed that this spread was incomplete, but I don't know. I still have the kit, so maybe I can use it again one day. So yeah, that was all of the February weekly kits, or weekly spreads. Couldn't think of the right word. All right, moving into February. All right, so I've created this February like a cover page. I do setups every month. I say every month like I've been doing it forever, but the past 2 months in this planner I have done setups, oh, and March too. So I just kept it very simple. I usually just choose a piece of vellum and some stickers to decorate. Love how that turned out. This theme is from the previous week, so whenever I lay themes down in my journal section, I do Monday through Sunday, so this is Saturday, so it's a continuation of the week's theme in January. How I use my journaling section is this. I utilize the hourly section here, which is from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m., which is actually perfect for me as far as when I like to hourly journal. And so I will just go in and write down what I did for the day around the time that happened. If it's not perfect, it's fine. And then on the right side, I do all of my word journaling. So I don't know how much I'll talk about each spread. Maybe if there's a picture there, maybe I'll talk about that. I'll talk about the theme, but I guess we'll just see how this section goes. I don't remember how I did it last month. All right, so here's the ending of that theme, and then the new theme starts here. I don't mind if two different themes butt up next to each other. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't know, I think this page looks cute, maybe because it's literally filled with words. But yeah, so this is the ending. The pictures, oh, I got a question last time. How do I print these pictures? I responded in a comment, but I will mention it here. So I print these pictures on the same printer that I print my shop stickers on. So it's an HP Envy, it's a photo printer, and that is the reason why these pictures come out very crisp and vibrant looking, because it's printed on a photo printer, the one that hooks up to your computer, not no HP Envy or Sprocket or Canon Ivy. This is like a actual printer, so that's why they're vibrant. Someone asked, why are they also so uniform, or how do you get them so uniform? I have a template on Silhouette, which is the program that I use for my stickers. It's a template that I use with just these boxes all across the page, and I use the same sheet until the paper is full because I print them when I need them, and so I'll just refeed this paper into my printer. But it's just a template, and as you can see, all the boxes are the same. Sometimes I will trim them a little bit smaller, but yeah, I just use this sheet until it's full, and I make sure I keep track of what boxes I used on my template. This paper is clear matte sticker paper from, this one's from Sheet Labels. I don't like this one, and I have a bunch. I did switch my paper, my clear matte paper that I offer in the shop, so it's not this one, but because I have a lot, I figure I might as well use it. I mean, it still prints really nice. I just don't like, sometimes it doesn't feed well through my printer, and then this one does change color sometimes. So yeah, that is how I print all of my photos that I put in my journaling section. All right, so this day we did end up going to the beach, so I just took a picture of the sunset. This is the east side of the island, so the sunset sets farther away, but it's always so pretty when it peeks out from the mountain right there. And that one's a little bit dark, but we were sitting in the back of the truck on the way home, and that was like the road because we're sitting in the back of the truck. If you're, I don't know if it's legal in other states, but here in Hawaii, it is legal to sit in the back of a truck bed, like the truck bed that's, you know, open, exposed or whatever, as long, a lot of people don't follow this part of the law, but as long as the cab is full, which for us, it would be like all of the 5 seats would have to be full before you can stick anybody in the truck bed. And you also have to be, is it 12 or 13? I don't know what it is, but the main part of that is the cab is supposed to be full. I don't think a lot of people follow that rule. You can even drive on the freeway with people in your truck bed. It is illegal here. I don't know if it's legal anywhere else though, but it is legal here. So we were in the back of the truck on the ride home, just enjoying the breeze, enjoying the last bit of the sunset, so I did snap that picture. This week, I mentioned about having issues with my fountain pens in this planner. It was bleeding through a lot. It was really shadowing. I think it might have been my pen and ink combo that was doing that, but I don't know. But I really wanted to use my fountain ink pens, and so for this week I decided to use my glass dip pen. This was my first time using it to actually do part of my journaling with it. So I did do some of my headers where I would usually choose a marker or a highlighter, and I just dipped this in the ink and wrote with it. And now seeing this now, I need to remind myself to do this again because I do want to practice with it. It was a little bit difficult, but I love how it turned out. So I'm actually glad I'm doing this flip through because it reminded me of this type of headers. So I will be doing that again in March sometime. Anyway, so here we have another picture. This is Jaden made his spicy beef bowls, ground beef with his spicy sauce that he makes over a bed of rice. And this was my addition, cucumbers, and now he eats it like that. The crunch with everything else, just all the different textures is really good. And then a spicy meal. So I did take a picture of that because he doesn't get to cook very often anymore because that boy works so much. All right. A view of Cocoa Head, and I put she turning green. She's been brown for a long time because we haven't gotten much rain, but recently we have been getting more rain, and so I took a picture of her. You can't really tell that it's green in the picture, but that's okay. This made me laugh. So I got this YouTube comment and I had to actually translate it because it was in a different language, and it translated to "you're holding your pen wrong." And my first thing that popped in my head when I read that comment was cool beans, and so I literally replied with cool beans, but I wanted to write it in here because it's just something random that popped in my head to respond. Maybe I do. I mean, I have been told I hold my pen funny. Not wrong, but weird or funny, which I do. I feel like I do hold my pen funny. Like, who holds their pen like this? I know there are some people out there, but I'm assuming this is like the proper way, right? Like, I can't do that. So yeah, I hold my pen funny. It's not wrong, but it's funny, okay? Anyways, moving on. I was watching YouTube and this video popped up in my recommended. It was like a Gemini something, horoscope, open, whatever. And the first 3 things that this lady said resonated with me so much that I had to bust out a sticky note and write those 3 things. And then she said another 3 things, so I had to write that down. Because I didn't have my planner open, I wrote it on a sticky note and I did pop that in here. So that's that. Nothing too special about this portion of this spread. Oh, I didn't even talk about the kit that I used was a journaling kit. This is the 2024 January limited edition journaling kit, and that's what I used for this week. But yeah, I feel like I was getting a little bit better as the week went on with that, what is it called again? Glass tip pen. All right, here we have the last of that. Don't know what happened here. I didn't finish my journaling spread, but embracing the blank spaces. That's what I keep telling myself. All right, moving on to the next week, I ended up using a vertical kit. I did this in January where I used one of my vertical kits because I have so many and made it work for my journaling spread, and I do love how this turned out. This pen that I used was a Crayola Super Tip. I love how bold it is, and I like this page so much. Jaden did purchase a motorcycle. So he sent me a picture of his car and his motorcycle next to each other after he purchased it. This is his first time practicing riding it in an open field, so met him over there just to see. I know this day he only stayed in first gear, but of course he had to learn. My dad was teaching him at this time how to ride it, but yeah, I had to get a picture of that. Scratchy throat, I guess. Moving on, me and Ryder, I guess, were sick. I didn't get a full-blown sick. All I had was a scratchy throat and a little bit of a runny nose, and that was about it. And it lasted pretty much this day, and I was feeling better pretty much the next day. Simple dinner, Spam, fried up some rice with shoyu and cucumber kimchi. We're actually having that tonight, and I cannot wait. This simple little dinner is just so yummy, so salty, so crunchy. I don't know. I'm excited. There really isn't much to say about today, obviously. All right, moving on. This ended up being blank, and I think we were just really busy this day prepping for our Aulani staycation that I didn't have time to journal. If I don't journal, I really try to make it a point to do hourly journaling at least, so that I kind of know what was going on for the day. So embracing the blank space. Anyways, we stayed at Aulani, so I took pictures of the sunset. This is a picture of the luau. We get a view of the luau pretty often, but this by far has been the best view of the luau from our lanai. And usually we have like a bunch of trees blocking, but this one we had like a clear view of the luau. It was amazing. Right. Sunday we were also there, so I just did printed more pictures because I didn't do much journaling. I just kind of filled in what we did. The sunset was beautiful on this night. Destiny ran up a hill. The boys usually play football while we're watching the sunset, and this is the first time I actually took this shot at Aulani. We usually don't go up this way, like up this staircase when we're done with the sunset, but it was just so pretty with the pool, the different colors of blue. The sun was setting, so the sky wasn't as dark yet, and just the hotel in the background. So pretty. I came home on this day and I wrote relax and migraine as my last thing, so that means I did not fill it out because I had a migraine. This week I did use Tombow in like a rainbow order, and all I did was draw my stars at these two corners on every single page to decorate for the week. Made it very simple. This day I was in bed all day, hence the no journaling, but I did decorate the page at least. Moving on, back to routine. I guess I was feeling it better, but not really productive. That's funny. Bit of a mess doing my best, This is Titan on some green AstroTurf fake grass situation. Every time it floods, the tiles in our lanai area in the backyard, they will lift and break and come off of the floor. We've been missing tiles for a long time, and we were getting a lot of rain, and so what happened was the rain just kept, like, it floods like all the way up to here, and our glass door is right there. But not to the point where it comes into the house, but it does flood, and it got up under the tiles over here, and so we knew Titan would either trip on it, he would kick it with his nail, and then maybe hurt himself. So we put this down, and as soon as that went down, he made house on it. So I had to snap a picture because he is so cute. All right, moving on, nothing special here. Jaden's first solo ride, and I was nervous. So previous to this, he was going out with my dad. My dad would ride his motorcycle, Jaden's motorcycle, and Jaden would ride his e-bike to a large parking lot, and then they would practice. This was his first time him going out all by himself. He had asked my dad for permission to take the bike out for himself, and just to make sure that he feels ready and that my dad feels that he's ready to go out on his own. So he did take it out. I missed like an actual photo, but I did catch him on our Ring camera when he left and when he came home. So he was gone for about half an hour. Of course, I was nervous, but he came home. He's like, I made it. So yeah, definitely nervous though, but he did it. The next day they went on a motorcycle ride together. They left before I even woke up, so I was happy that I caught them when they got home. They were just pulling into the driveway, and I ran out there and I snapped a picture of them. This was his first time on the freeway, and yeah, it's so crazy that he has a motorcycle. I don't really like this spread at all. Plus, I can't see what I wrote. Oh, this is the day Jaden flew out for a work, like a meeting / class. He flew to the LA area, and so I did drop him off. And I guess I just wasn't really feeling well this day. I put migraine. So yeah, remember to breathe. I don't know why I put those stickers down. I think I was just trying to fill the space, and now it just kind of looks sloppy, but it's okay. Moving on to the next week, this was the February limited edition kit from this year. I apologize. It was a coffee theme, and I did use the clear matte journaling pages in this one. I did switch back to a fountain pen for this week. I wanted to test it out again. I chose a different fountain pen and different ink, and it came out okay. There's still a little bit of shadowing, but I feel like this shadowing is normal, and so yeah, I do like it. I think this is a Aloha Stir highlighter that I picked for the week, and yeah, I really like how these two pages turned out. Jaden had his first class or meeting, and he did snap a selfie. I covered it because he is wearing his uniform in the bathroom and sent it to us and just saying first day of class or whatever, so I did put that in here. And I took a flat lay picture of my planners to post on Instagram, and I thought it really matched like this spread, so I did print that out and put that in here as well. All right, Not too much there. I guess this day was really productive, and it's funny because the next day I wrote focus where'd you go because I could not focus on anything. I did end up with a migraine this day. The volcano on the Big Island, another island, has been erupting on and off lately, and I haven't really been following it too much. It's a beautiful sight really, but it does blanket the rest of the island chain with fog. That's fog with a V. So fog is just volcanic ash in the air, and it literally creates this big old blanket of fog over our islands. It's really bad if you have asthma, if you have breathing problems, if you are prone to headaches, because it's just so thick in the air. You can literally see it with your eyes, and it sucks. So between the fog, with how hot it was, there was no breeze, and I walked on the treadmill this day while I was re-listening to one of my videos, so I think the combination of those gave me a really bad migraine, and so that's why I didn't finish filling that out. And then that goes into my next section that I want to talk about. My time is almost, that means I was talking for a really long time, but I feel like the journaling section is, there's always a lot to talk about. So I had a migraine. I saw on TikTok that you can eat McDonald's fries and drink a McDonald's Coke and get some relief from your migraine. And I was reading some of the comments and saying how, like, there's so many comments on this video that was saying, yes, that works, that works, that works. And there were some comments like from doctors like, yeah, it's a combination of the high sodium in the fries as well as the caffeine from the Coke. And I was like, okay, well, it can't be just a mind over matter thing if so many people were saying it worked. And so the past like maybe 3 or 4 times that I've gotten a serious migraine, I have tried the McDonald's Coke and fries, and oh my goodness, the relief that I got every single time is amazing. And so I found out though that I can't really do it at the beginning of the migraine to kind of prevent it. I have to be like within the migraine and wanting that relief for it to work. I don't know. But anyway, so this day I mustered up enough energy to get the kids to school. I was super nauseous, and so I ended up sipping on a Coke on the way to drop them off. I am not a fan of soda in the morning at all. It has to be after 11 o'clock for me to have a soda. This was an exception. That Coke settled my stomach enough so I can get them to school. On the way home, I was like, I wonder if a hash brown with some extra salt and a Coke hits the same, works the same as fries and a Coke. I don't know if it was because this was the very beginning of the migraine that it did not work, but it didn't work. So I did put migraine all day. So yeah, that's that. And going into the last day where we're going to redeem ourselves with the Coke and the fries. I was okay during the day, but after that, after I picked up the kids from school, the migraine came back so hard and so painful. It was extremely painful. Jaden and my dad did go out for a ride, so they did my dad snapped a picture of him, so I got that printed and put in here. I was bummed when they left because when they left I was dying in bed. It was so sore and I just had the littles with me. They are content all on their own. They're so big already. I can't believe it. Like, they don't need mommy as much in the afternoon. But anyways, so when they finally came home, the kids still hadn't eaten dinner. It was 7 o'clock. We are very early dinner eaters. And so my dad took Destiny to McDonald's and they brought me back fries and a Coke, knowing that my head was super sore. And I was like, there's no way this is gonna work because it was really sore. Destiny delivered my fries in a bowl. She's so cute. She put my drink next to me on a little coaster. I couldn't even sit up to eat. I had to lay down and eat these fries and sip this Coke laying down. Kid you not, 15-20 minutes later, I was out of bed. It's just crazy. I hope I don't jinx it, and I hope it'll always work, but I feel like it only works as a relief when you are like deep into the migraine. It doesn't work in the beginning. But anyways, that was my story about migraines. I know I'm always talking about migraines here, so yeah. If you haven't tried it, maybe you can try it. I don't think it's gonna work for everybody. I don't think it's a mind over matter thing. I think it's just the high sodium in those fries with a mixture of the caffeine. But anyways, that is my February flip of all of the planners that I have touched this month. And yeah, I hope you got some ideas. yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you can take away from this video except for me blabbering for 30, 40, 50 minutes. I don't know how long this video is. But yeah, that is a flip of all my planners. I will keep this up as much as I can. I don't want to jinx it, but I have been doing pretty well keeping up with videos on this channel, so I'm hoping I can keep on pushing through. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you always so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.